schools are more than just a place of learning. They serve as hubs for students, families, and communities to come together. They provide not only education, but also support services like healthcare, after-school programs, and family engagement opportunities. The goal is to create a school environment where students feel both supported inside and outside the classroom. But how well do our schools follow this model? Today, we are talking to students to hear about their experiences and see if their schools reflect the values of a community school. As we dive into these conversations, it's important to understand and remember that every student's story is unique. Some may speak about positive relationships with teachers, access to helpful resources, or a strong sense of belonging. Others might share challenges like limited extracurricular options or feeling disconnected from school staff and their community. By listening to these voices, we can begin to understand what's working and what still needs to be changed to make the community school model a reality for everyone.
Hi, my name is Frankie Cortez. I go to South Elk Grove.
Okay. Do you feel like your school provides support beyond just academics, like mental health services, after-school programs, or family engagement opportunities?
I believe so, yes. We currently have something where you could go in if you're not having a good day. You can go in there and we have a therapist there on site, which is very helpful, especially if you're not feeling too great that day or you feel like you are unheard. It's really nice to have that there as an opportunity.
Do teachers and staff at your school feel accessible and supportive beyond just teaching?
Yes, they do. A lot of the teachers, including Mr. Mike, Ms. Posnick, they're very helpful and kind and caring, along with Mr. Orrin, and even the principal. They're all very kind, warm, and supportive. And if you are struggling, they're more than welcome or more than able to help you, and they are willing to as well. They're very kind, passionate.
Have you ever had a personal experience where your school went above and beyond to help you or another student?
Yes, actually, currently I'm attempting to get into firefighting class, and because of that, I've been working with Captain Stein along with Miss Montessa to help me with dual enrollment so I can learn more about EMR, EMT, and Captain Stein gives a lot of good pointers and ideas of what you need to do to help you grow as not only as a firefighter, but as an individual and as a member of the society.
If you could change one thing about your school to make it more of a community school, what would it be?
Honestly, there's not a lot I would change. The only thing I may change is maybe updates, but honestly, not much. It's very accessible, very warm, very welcoming, very nice and helpful. Teachers are loving and caring, so I do see that is good. I don't think there would be much I would change, honestly.
Do you think a school that focuses on community engagement and support can improve student success?
I think it honestly can, because I'm a firm believer in it takes a village to raise a child, and the idea that a full community coming together and working with a school to raise their children is honestly the best place and ability to help not only the community but the child grow together so that they can thrive and become more vibrant and creative.
What type of school do you go to?
I currently go to a hybrid school, and I'm honestly loving it due to the fact that it's not only versatile for myself, but other students as well, due to the fact that since it's both online and in person, it fits your needs to the best. So if you're more introverted and you don't really want to come out of your shell too much, you can just do online stuff, and it works really well, and teachers are there to support you. And if you want to come out of your shell and do more in-person classes, you're more than able to, and it's very helpful to allow you to grow and just flourish as a person and as a child or an individual. Honestly, it's very helpful, and the fact that it's like this allows you to even help you when it comes to if you're behind on school. You can work with your teacher or give yourself as much time as you need so that you can catch up.
Thank you so much, Frankie, for your time.
Thank you, ma'am. And thank you for allowing me to join you.
What's your name and what school do you go to?
Hello, my name is Janet, and I go to Futures High School.
Do you feel like your school provides support beyond just academics, like mental health services, after school programs, or family engagement opportunities?
I do think our school provides some sort of engagement, and it does do like mental health. We have a counselor for wellness on campus, and I know people that go there, but I personally don't use these services.
How involved do you think your school is in the larger community? Do you see partnerships with local organizations or maybe businesses?
Personally, I don't see type of partnerships. Maybe for like an event, like sometimes we'll have a career fair where they bring in a lot of people, but otherwise I don't really see any partnership outside of school.
Is there maybe anything that you could have wished your school would partner with?
I would say like jobs, maybe find like a job center or like just colleges in general, because I know we do partner with some colleges, but it's not as obvious. I know we have an ARC counselor that comes back down sometimes, but it would be nice to stretch out and have more.
Have you ever had a personal experience where your school went above and beyond to help you or another student?
Not in my personal experience.
If you could change one thing about your school to make it more of a community school, what would that be?
For community, I think it's just providing kids with more things for their personal lives. Yes, our academics are all needed. We need to have good grades and everything like that, but again, there needs to be some support for the people around us, the private lives, and just to help kids that might need some sort of just help.
Do you think a school that focuses on community engagement and support can improve student success?
Yeah, I really do, because if a student is stressing out about what's going on at home, maybe their parents are in some sort of fight or there's just trouble at home, it's going to stress them out and they can't focus on their studies as much. But if the school focuses on being more of a community where they help the students out or they just reach out towards the community, the student can focus more so on their studies and achieving academic success.
And then, say for example, if our community was a stronger community, do you think that our school would have maybe more community specific events?
I do think that if we were more so, the school was involved in the community, we'd have more events, which would be really nice, because the only events that I think we only have are like parent meetings and just after school, like open house and all that type of stuff. Some things I would see would just be like the school supporting local businesses, maybe supporting like pet shelters or just around the community. Like if there's a store, like the store needs help, maybe we have a fire station next to us, so maybe like support for that fire station and just have events where people could come meet the firefighters and just learn more about them.
Thank you so much for your time.
No problem. Happy to help.
After hearing from both students, I want to take a moment to reflect on the differences in their experiences. Frankie, who attends Salva Elk Grove, a hybrid school, shared that he feels his school does a pretty good job at following the community school model. In contrast, however, Janet, a student at a more traditional school, Futures High, expressed a desire for more community engagement opportunities, feeling that her school falls short in that area. These personal stories help us see what school is really like from a student's perspective and highlights the needs that aren't being met. By sharing these experiences, I hope that staff and decision makers are inspired to take action and work toward creating school environments that truly reflect the values of a community school. These stories show us the real impact schools have on a student's life and where there's still room to grow. By listening and learning from their experiences, we can start to build schools that truly reflect the values of a community school. Thank you for watching.